Hello and welcome. First up, France has reacted to Congress President Rahul Gandhi's comment on the secrecy clause on India's Rafale jet deal with France. In a statement, Paris said that France and India concluded in 2008 a security agreement which legally binds the two states to protect the classified information provided by the partner that could impact security and operational capabilities of the defense equipment of India or France. Earlier, participating in the discussion on no confidence motion, Rahul Gandhi had claimed that during his interaction with Macron, the French president had denied that there was any secrecy clause between India and France that prohibited the Modi government from revealing details of the Rafale deal. He said Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman lied about the Rafale deal under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's pressure.
Now the Prime Minister must explain, and he must answer in this House, whether the Cabinet Committee for Security took this decision or not. The Prime Minister must also explain why this contract was taken away from HAL and the youngsters of Karnataka and given to a businessman who had a debt of 35,000 crores and has never ever built an aeroplane in his life. Now these are the things that the Prime Minister of India must explain. He must explain why a businessman has been favored.
Now, Paris also says these provisions naturally apply on the acquisition of 36 Rafale aircraft and their weapons. The statement also says that France's stand does not change on sensitive deals. It cannot reveal all details.
Thank you, Excellency. This concludes the press event.
Moving on, unprecedented scenes were witnessed in the Indian Parliament after opposition leader Rahul Gandhi hugged Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Congress president was speaking in the Lok Sabha during the debate on no confidence motion. After he completed his speech, Gandhi went up to the Prime Minister and hugged him.
आपके अंदर मेरे लिए नफरत है, आपके अंदर मेरे लिए गुस्सा है, आपके लिए मैं पप्पू हूँ, आपके लिए मैं अलग अलग गाली दे सकते हो, मगर मेरे अंदर आपके खिलाफ इतना सा भी गुस्सा, इतना सा भी क्रोध, इतनी सी भी नफरत नहीं है। मैं कांग्रेस हूँ और ये सब कांग्रेस हैं, और कांग्रेस ने और इस भावना ने इस देश को बनाया है। इस बात को आप कभी मत भूलिए, और ये भावना आप सबके अंदर है, और इस भावना को मैं आप सबके अंदर से निकालूंगा। एक एक करके मैं आपके अंदर से, आपके अंदर जो प्यार है उसको निकालूंगा, और आप सबको कांग्रेस में बदलूंगा। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।
Yes, Nirmala ji. This is not necessary. No. Nirmala ji. Nirmala ji wants to say something.
Now, before this show of bonhomie, Congress President Rahul Gandhi slammed the government on a number of issues. Listen into excerpts from that fiery speech.
Now the Prime Minister must explain, and he must answer in this House, whether the Cabinet Committee for Security took this decision or not. The Prime Minister must also explain why this contract was taken away from HAL and the youngsters of Karnataka and given to a businessman who had a debt of 35,000 crores and has never ever built an aeroplane in his life. Now these are the things that the Prime Minister of India must explain. He must explain why a businessman has been favored. किसान कहता है प्रधानमंत्री जी के सबसे अमीर 20-25 उद्योगपतियों का माफ किया, कर्जा माफ किया। प्रधानमंत्री जी, हिंदुस्तान का किसान कहता है माफ, आपने उनका किया। हाथ जोड़ के आपसे कहता है हमारा भी थोड़ा सा माफ कर दीजिए। और फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर कहते हैं नहीं 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 नहीं, किसान का कर्जा माफ नहीं होगा, सबसे बड़े उद्योगपतियों का होगा, किसान का नहीं होगा, क्योंकि तुम लोगों में शक्ति नहीं है, तुम लोगों में दम नहीं है, तुम लोग सूट नहीं पहनते, बूट नहीं पहनते। चाइना के राष्ट्रपति के साथ गुजरात में नदी के किनारे झूला झूला था। उसके बाद उसी समय चाइना के 1000 सैनिक हिंदुस्तान की टेरिटरी के अंदर थे। उसके बाद चाइना का राष्ट्रपति वापस गया। चाइना का राष्ट्रपति वापस जाता है और अपनी सेना को डोकलाम में डालता है। हमारे सैनिकों ने अपनी शक्ति दिखाई, ठहरिए, हमारे सैनिकों ने अपनी शक्ति दिखाई और वो चाइना के सामने खड़े हुए। मगर उसी के कुछ दिन बाद प्रधानमंत्री जी चाइना जाते हैं और बिना एजेंडा के वुहान में चाइना के सामने कहते हैं कि बिना एजेंडा बात होगी, डोकलाम को हम यहां नहीं उठाएंगे।
The no trust motion was moved by the Telugu Desam party and backed by other opposition parties. Voting on the no confidence motion will take place later today. It's a big test for the Modi government. The BJP has nothing to fear as it has the numbers in the lower house. In a house of 535 members, the BJP alone has 273 seats. And if numbers of its allies are to be added, it will cross the 300 mark. To pass the floor test, though, it requires 268 votes. All right, moving on. Messaging service provider WhatsApp has reached out to the Indian government in a bid to control the spread of fake news ahead of the 2019 Indian parliamentary election. WhatsApp's senior executives from the US met with the Indian Election Commission officials in New Delhi. On the agenda was the issue of WhatsApp being used to spread rumors and fake news that has led to a spate of mob lynching incidents in the recent past. WhatsApp has assured the Indian government and Election Commission that in the run-up to the elections, it will look out for spam messaging techniques and deploy new methods that can curb the spread of unverified news. It also aims to bring a fake news verification model, Verificado, a collective fact-checking mechanism wherein media outlets come together to fact-check viral content and rumors in India. The meeting between WhatsApp executives and Indian officials comes just 10 days after a 32-year-old software engineer in the southern state of Karnataka was beaten up by villagers who mistook him for a kidnapper. The villagers were allegedly spurred by child abduction rumors spreading over WhatsApp. Now, the World Cup may be over for the rest of us, but the passion for the game still rages in the Rohingya camps in Bangladesh, where the flags of Argentina and Brazil still flutter alongside the red and green of Bangladesh. For them, football is a respite from their difficult world. Take a look.
They may lack the glitz and glamour, but their dewy eyes still burn bright with the love for the game. For many young refugees in the Rohingya camps in Bangladesh, this World Cup was their first. And the excitement of the final match shows no sign of abating soon. The young boys parade a miniature replica of the World Cup trophy in a small glass case through the dry alleyways of the refugee camp, as if it were a real golden trophy. One of the youngest boys jostling for a glimpse of the trophy is 5-year-old Nurul Afsar, who's wearing his favourite Brazil jersey.
Okay. My favourite team is Brazil and my favourite player is Neymar.
Dozens of barefoot boys play under monsoon clouds, dodging muddy potholes to shoot at a goalpost made with branches and twigs. Besides Spain or the top European club, football loyalties in this remote but overcrowded camp are mainly divided between Brazil and Argentina.
My favorite team was Argentina. I watched the final. It was between Croatia and France won the cup.
Among the many boys of all ages, one stood out, with his hair bleached in his favorite star's signature style, bearing the closest resemblance to the Brazilian striker, at least in this corner of the camp.
I like Neymar a lot. That's why I got this hairstyle like him. I liked it very much. I also enjoyed the tournament.
For the Rohingya minority who have fled discrimination and persecution, often enduring horrific journeys just to survive, football indeed has offered a respite from the cold and hard reality of their refugee camps. Bureau Report, WION.